people's rights. Trade deals, but didn't give details. The head of the CIA has visited Cuba, which is struggling under Washington sanctions.
President Trump is in the final.
That's why. Welcome.
Welcome. And you know why? Because we here.
We here. It's Freestyle Friday. Welcome to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
And this is Qiana.
And this program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project at the Community Development and Training Center, aka See That?
See That.
Yes. And we'd like to thank y'all for tuning in, helping us to redefine what's cool, because smart is
the new
gangster.
Baby.
And if you don't know,
now you know.
Now you know. Now you know. And we got to pause for the calls real quick. There you go.
The Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is an independently produced program. The views, opinions, and statements expressed by hosts, guests, or callers are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views, positions, or policies of Carafesta Radio, 99 Jams, its ownership, management, affiliates, sponsors, or partners.
So,
you heard it.
Don't call the principal.
Don't do it.
So,
don't
call the principal.
Do it.
Yeah.
You heard what she said.
Yeah. You heard what she said. But Freestyle Friday, Q, what's good with you?
Okay, so let's start off by this Dr. Qiana Bryant.
Qiana Bryant, okay.
You didn't see the controversy.
That she don't have a doctorate or something?
Oh, she got a doctorate, but the university that she went to shut down, and then the third party that they hired only keep the records for 2 years.
Allegedly.
So she can allegedly.
Okay.
And she not showing y'all her diploma. She ain't doing nothing.
I mean, is she obligated to do so? Doctor, and just for those who don't know, who is Dr. Qiana Bryant and kind of what does she do?
She's a therapist.
Okay.
Or now she says she operates as a life coach.
Okay.
And like,
I thought her on Cam Newton, I think.
Yeah, that
was my first time. Oh, and I spelled it wrong. Okay.
Yeah, she hit Cam.
Okay.
She hit Nick Cannon. She hit some really big platforms, and I think she is cousins of Jamal Bryant.
Oh, I got a story about Jamal too. We're gonna talk about.
Okay.
So yeah, Dr. Bryant. Dr. Bryant is a 10+ year seasoned, renowned life coach with a master's degree in marriage, family, and child therapy. Dr. Bryant provides life coaching sessions in office, telephonically, via Skype, FaceTime, and she will travel to you. Whatever it takes for her clients to receive guidance and help needed is what Dr. Bryant delivers.
Yeah.
She's also an author here, it says.
Yeah, so
Okay.
and that's half of it. Like, so they've been saying that she doesn't have her
credentials.
Yes. People been saying that for a while.
Okay.
Corey Holcomb was the first one who said it. I don't like Corey Holcomb.
Corey got a lot of people that don't like him.
Yeah, I don't like him.
Okay.
He like I never like his jokes ain't funny.
Okay.
Like not to me. Like I just
not your brand of comedy.
And,
right?
and let me tell you, I always say like I'm one of them people who comedy don't offend me.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, it don't. I have a dark sense of humor. You can say almost
you can
anything.
go there. Yeah.
I can go all the way to hell with somebody with comedy. Like I really can.
All right.
And you know who get me? My brother. Like I have some thoughts and I can call Corey and we can laugh.
And you can run it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Some other people might not get it.
Okay. I hear that. That's a real thing. Like I got some of that going on too. So what's the kind of the where they landed with this thing? So Corey Holcomb kicked this off saying she's not really a doctor.
And people just because she goes really hard on some stuff, right? I don't necessarily agree with all her stance.
That means
you know,
you're being honest, yeah.
But so now they just calling her out, and then instead of her just saying, and then she was like, "I'm not dropping doctor." Like, and
that's what they're saying. Don't call yourself a doctor.
Yeah, that's like you're not really a doctor. And what she's saying is she doesn't have to operate as, even though she's Dr. Qiana, what she does, she doesn't have to have a doctorate for it.
Okay, gotcha.
And so she went to school, she did all this other stuff, and so leave her alone.
Right on. Did y'all see it? Let us know. Put it in the chat. Are you following this thing or seeing what happened with Dr. and do we air quote Dr. Qiana?
And then some other
they were saying that about Umar. Dr. Umar Johnson. Somebody was saying that too.
But Umar got all his stuff. He got his dissertation. Okay. And that's what they were saying. They was like,
oh, that's right. I did see that. Where they said, well, where's your dissertation?
Right. And she don't have and they was like, so who was on your committee? Like, who can vouch for you because
being you doctor,
right, because it's all the stuff that you have to do.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly.
Ooh, yeah, I done been through some doctoral process. I'm not a doctor.
Yeah.
Just a good brother. Try to be. And I remember I said
you're
that
honorary doctor.
I don't know. I'll be all right. I'm all right.
I'm just saying, you know how like you're honorary somebody.
Not yet. And they ain't did that yet. Maybe one of these days.
That's like you're honorary, AKA or Delta, but you never really did it.
Yeah.
And then they just
put you in and say you good.
And then you walk around and be like,
Dr. So-and-so.
I'm an AKA, but you really,
but you really didn't do all the things. So do that make you it or not? Like, but if somebody just say you it, I guess it's like the night thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I remember I was on the panel, and it just occurred to me in the moment that I was on the panel. You had I think it was a Pinellas County commissioner, a reverend, and then a doctor. And then I was brother. And so it was just interesting because I was like, you know, how
you all get your that's just like church. Yeah. How do you get your you become a preacher?
Become a brother?
No. You become a preacher, a reverend, a bishop.
The minister. So it's like a minister first, I think. Minister, pastor. I don't know how. I don't know the progression.
So how you get how do you advance to get your position? Because you know it'll go from reverend to not as a bishop.
That's a whole process though.
So it's kind of like the doctor.
Because I remember when Bishop Sykes became Bishop Sykes, and I think it's like I don't know if it's an election or some type of
do you have to have so many? So I'm like, listen, I'm not trying.
You got so many hours of
do you have to say that you preach so many services to get your bishop title? I ain't trying to be funny. No. I just want to know.
Just want to know what the process is for becoming a higher up.
Yeah.
I mean, and the highest is the Pope, right? That's kind of high.
Yeah, I guess I don't know.
I mean,
the Pope is the highest in the Catholic.
In that particular order. Yeah,
right.
That's true. And then how do you become a prophet? I've seen flyers with prophetess and prophet.
Because all of that is something that somebody gives you that name.
Who told you was a prophet?
Your mom? No. I ain't going there.
You see, I just bit my tongue.
No, but see, you see my sense of humor?
Yes.
Like, I can go there with, like, so, but I mean, honestly,
your mama
listen.
told you was a prophet, so guess what?
Yeah, like, I always knew that.
My mama say I'm a prophet, so I'm a prophet.
Somebody end up giving you the name. You'll see little kids, once you name them, they become what you know what I mean?
No,
they really do. You be like, oh, that's a little preacher right there.
My mama blessed me. She blessed me decent because she told me, something that my dad's mom told her about me, and she always told me that, and I grew up to be what she. Well, I'm growing into it.
Sometimes you don't see it.
Yeah, I'm growing into it, but that's what she said. She said I was born to be a great man of God. That's what the vision was. And she told me that since I was like 6 years old. And so when they would ask in school, what you want to be when you grow up?
A great man of God.
Yeah, I said a preacher because that's the way I understood it at the time.
Yeah, at that time.
You know what I mean? After the Challenger blew up, I didn't want to be an astronaut. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to be a preacher when I grow up.
Oh,
then I got,
but that's not what they said. They said you was gonna be a great man of God.
Man of God, yeah, in many ways, right? And then after that, a teacher, like in high school, like after the preacher thing was like, I don't know, I really be a preacher. It was kind of always in the back of my mind.
Yeah.
But then I wanted to be a teacher, growing up, and so I think I'm kind of walking into that. They say Bill Cosby's honorary degrees.
Okay.
Oh, they took Bill Cosby's honorary degrees away so they can give it and take them away.
And see, I don't like that either. Like, don't give me nothing and then take it away.
And so, true. Don't give me nothing.
No, if you could take it away, like if it's something that, like, I mean, yeah.
No, I hear that. And no, earlier you was talking about Qiana Bryant. That she's related to Jamal Bryant. Okay, so I got a story on here about Jamal Bryant.
Okay.
And so Jamal Bryant, the question is, he was talking about Netflix and the roast.
Okay.
So Jamal Bryant, hold on, let me just step back. Was Kevin Hart's Netflix roast comedy or disrespect? Pastor Jamal Bryant is speaking out. All right, that's the headline.
Okay.
So the reason
everybody's speaking out.
Yeah, everybody's speaking out. Oh, yeah. See, I didn't realize that everybody was speaking out. We talked about it earlier this week. And thank you, comedian Damian Davis, for calling in and sharing your perspective on it. But
most comedians stand where Damian at.
Okay, it's a roast.
It's a roast. That's what this is what they practiced. They knew what the guidelines was. Carol Underwood came out and said when they said something about my dead husband who committed suicide, she was like it. She was like it.
She could take it.
She could, and everybody there could take it.
So,
but go ahead.
For those who don't know, there was a recent Netflix roast that honored Kevin Hart, and it brought together some of the biggest names in comedy and entertainment. The event featured brutal jokes, celebrity roasters, personal attacks, and a surprise reconciliation between Cat Williams and Kevin Hart after years of tension. But while many fans saw it as a classic roast culture, others believe the event crossed the line. One of the loudest critics has been Jamal Bryant, who publicly criticized Netflix and the roast, saying that the Kevin Hart roast wasn't comedy, it was disrespect dressed as jokes. Why people are pushing back? Because they said the roast included jokes about infidelity, addiction, slavery, race, disability, scandals, and deeply personal issues regarding Kevin and others. Those headlines, I'm with you. Like, I guess that's a part of it, right?
That's what comedy is supposed to be. Yeah. Like, you're supposed to get out there and laugh at your all of Kevin Hart. If you watch a lot of his comedy, he laugh at.
He got one that's titled "Laugh at My Pain,"
right? And I mean, you're supposed So if we can't, only time we're supposed to talk about the bad stuff is in a serious conversation.
Apparently. So here's Jamal Bryant's position. He argued that comedy should not normalize humiliation. Certain jokes went too far, and allowing it unchecked sends the wrong message culturally. His comments sparked immediate debate. Some applauded him for speaking up, and others said, "Hey, it's a roast. You know, that's what everybody signed up for."
So, Dr. Jamal Bryant too.
Yeah, he is. I think
Dr. Bryant.
Yeah.
Dr. Jamal Bryant.
Yeah.
I have to disagree with you on this one.
Okay.
Now, I didn't find it funny. I didn't find a lot of it funny. I said it like I cut it off.
Yeah, yeah.
And it ain't because I just didn't find the humor in it, but I wasn't offended.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, there was another person who also pushed back on it. There's other people actually. Michael Che from Saturday Night Live, he reportedly withdrew from the roast before it aired, and he criticized the writing room, the racial humor, slavery jokes, and what he described as mostly white writers crafting edgy material for a roast that centered around one of the biggest Black comedians in entertainment. He suggested that some jokes crossed cultural and ethical boundaries. The Rock also faced criticism after he used offensive language during the roast.
He didn't say. He said
they call it the R word,
but he called it Draca.
I don't know what that. Oh, okay.
Because they were testing his Blackness.
Okay.
And so he went in, and that was he switched it with a D.
Okay.
So there you go.
All right. Well, but I guess he used the R word, which many viewers felt it was inappropriate and unnecessary. That reignited conversations about political correctness, offensive humor, and whether comedy should still have limits.
And so I this is the thing. I'm one of the people who think that, like, if you look back with Richard Pryor and all of them, like when they first started, there was no limit.
Okay.
They said what they wanted to say and went in, and then like you could Bernie Mac. Like his comedy right now would at one point would have offended. He would have been on the cancel culture.
Yeah.
Like all of it. And you know,
there are some comedians that we grew up watching that if they were here today, it would be different.
It would totally be different. Yeah. And the thing is,
maybe.
No, it would have, because they went through a whole cancel culture.
Okay.
That like you couldn't say, like comedians went and they had to redraft everything they said to be politically correct.
Miko just in the
what she talking about?
The R word. She just put it in the chat.
I can't see it.
Retarded.
But and Cheryl Underwood say she talked about she said, I have a story about somebody with my sister who is disabled.
Okay.
And she said, I tried to make it disabled. I tried to do it. It ain't funny.
It's just.
And she said I had to use it, but this is
I had to use the R word.
Yeah.
And we not saying it. Me and you sitting here.
Yeah.
Why we not saying it?
Because we don't want to be canceled.
I just noticed that.
Yeah. Like, you know, when you
like
look
we
at
will not say the R word on the radio. That is crazy. But I mean, we grew up with that.
But we say, and like sometimes, like, so there's so much stuff that, like, no, just think.
No, I just thought about something that happened with me and my wife.
Right,
in a study group in the mosque. So
just think,
somebody actually looked the word up and
then look. So
yeah,
I mean,
so yeah, Google it. Look up the word.
I just think people are too sensitive, and then they be like, "You offended me," because I know we done said something. Stop acting like a punk.
Yeah,
right.
Oh, but that's another thing. Can you still say that?
You're not supposed to.
Okay, according to who? So that's what the two sides were. Some who saying it's just comedy. They defended the roast, and then some said that some things go too far. And they
could be.
Here's the other thing that came up. The two sides of it. The question was: are we laughing with people or are we laughing at people? And I guess that was the other part of it too. Are you laughing at them or are you laughing with them?
And see, the thing, like when you look at it, some of the white comedians went far, but then the Black comedians that came in there got them right back. Like okay, like so.
But do you think that? Should they be able to talk about anything, or should some topics be off limits? Like, is there anything that should be off limits when it comes to comedy? Put it in the chat, y'all. Let us know. Like, is everything fair game, or is there like a line that you be like, nah, you?
I think the comedian. I think go that far. Listen, I think the comedian.
Jab said, "Do y'all need me to call in and be canceled?"
So Jab was no, I really don't.
The voice of the people. Shout out to the voice of the people.
But I will tell you this: is I just think that if they not for you, if you know they're gonna don't listen to their comedy.
Okay, so there's no topics that should be off limits.
And even if you offended, like you could be like,
because I heard I saw a clip and one of the clips was saying like Kevin Hart is so short that he would have to be lynched from a bamboo tree or something like that. And it was like,
why say it? Like it didn't.
And then he openly said like, and I debated whether I should say that for 3 weeks. So he knew like when he said it was going to cause a reaction.
But so here you go.
Yeah.
I didn't find that funny.
Me either.
Like if you would have, if you would have made, if you would have tied that into something that would have made it funny, then I would have been with you. But no, there was no like some of the jokes didn't make any sense of why you were saying them. Like if you would have tied them in. Yeah. So I will agree with the people who feel like you just feel like you just wanted to say some stuff just to get it off your chest.
Okay.
So you could say it.
And hold on now. What you just said just kind of made me think of this, right? Not kind of, it actually made me think of this. Not even in comedy, people will use jokes to say stuff that they really be wanting to say, but then be like, I'm just joking. Right, no. And it'd be disrespect though, Q. Yeah. They disguise disrespect as a joke in real life. Yeah. But they just saying, I was just joking. Okay. That how you balance that? Is it because you're a professional that you can go ahead and just be disrespectful? But like in real life, if somebody says something disrespectful, but they say I was just joking. So how you navigate that one?
I mean, I be like, you weren't joking and keep it moving. Like, come on, like
you meant that.
Yeah, you meant that. Like that's been in your chest. Like that's been on your heart, your chest. Like you should have just said that without trying to make a joke about it. But that's usually how people are passive aggressive. Yeah. Naturally now. Okay. And this is my new thing too. Wow. Two things can be true at the same time. Okay. Like it was disrespectful.
Jokes can be hurtful.
They can be hurtful. Yeah. Words hurt. Like the whole thing, words may hurt. Yeah. Sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never. That's a lie. Yeah, that's a lie because words stick with you. Yeah. So I can see how people could be offended by it. But Kevin did what he needed to do because everybody in the world is talking about it. Yeah. And it was number one on Netflix.
And I mean, controversy and this kind of stuff gets you to number one.
And and it was able to get Cat Williams on the stage with him. Yeah, that was and this is what I'm finna tell you. All that ish that Cat Williams, I said it. Yeah, I said it. Listen.
I didn't see what he said.
No, he came out there and was like, I'm here just for the money.
No, you can't just because you're joking. Yeah, there's things that when you cross that line. The other part of this whole
it's somebody's line who you don't know
who made the line.
Right, because it's an imaginary line. Okay. Like I said, I have a dark sense of humor. I know that like for some people, like some stuff I say is crossing the line.
And so with those people, you don't say it, right?
I don't say it. But see, in that group of room, they was okay with
everybody's in that room. Okay, so
they're friends.
They're not thinking about the camera and the rest of the world. They're talking about us in this room.
They didn't cross the line for those people in that room. Okay. And they just happened to air it out, so
another one of the questions that came up, are audiences becoming numb to disrespect? Like once you see disrespect and you see it being perpetuated, same thing like with these murders, when you keep seeing videos or these fight videos, some stuff has become entertainment when at one point like you've been like, oh my God, that's horrible. But now people look at people getting shot.
Still say horrible.
Yeah. And then the last part on this was people were criticizing Jamal Bryant for saying it because they said spiritual leaders shouldn't be speaking on entertainment and culture. And so that's the question too. Should, because he's a pastor.
Okay, stop it. No. Okay, whoever said that, I disagree with you on that. Okay. Because we all have an opinion. Right. And to be honest, listen.
Dan said nobody got smacked. The Oscars, right? Right. Yeah. I get it. I get it.
The white man. The white man that came in, nobody got smacked. And look, and look at look at that, like all the way across the way. Okay, like you saying, like so, and there you go. There you go.
And there you have it, folks.
And I thought that was pretty funny, Dan. By the way,
that is hilarious, my brother.
And somebody else may offend it. Like, how you gonna say that? What you trying to say? All black people are aggressive? Then you go down this. True. You go down this rabbit hole. Yeah. Because so when you look,
everybody got a problem with something,
right? You can find a problem with everything. You go and first, entertainment is entertainment.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And just like I want to tell.
Oh, it's whatever you consider it to be. Because something I remember when we lived in Gulfport, right? So we had a fight party. And you know, I had the screen out and everything. We was in the yard watching the fight, invited my neighbors over, and they came over to the fight party, and then he left. And I was like, you know, why did you leave? He said, because, you know, I don't see, you know, the entertainment and watching people, you know, beat each other up and people trying to hurt each other. So I'm like, but you knew it was a fight party. Like, what you thought we was coming to do? We coming to watch the fight, but he wasn't entertained by boxing because he don't like to see the violence. He don't like to see people. He
came over early. Yeah. He liked it, the camaraderie and all that, and you know the neighborhood part of it. Yeah. But when the
fight actually came on,
I'm out.
Yeah. But that wasn't entertainment.
And this is kind of like the Super Bowl.
Okay, it's whatever you consider whatever you're entertained by.
People didn't like what's his Bunny. Whatever
Bad Bunny.
People did not like.
But that's people who don't know Bad Bunny because he's on the Super Bowl.
Okay,
you don't get to the Super Bowl without people liking you,
and you don't get to a roast without people liking you.
Okay, and then when they get there, they're gonna say what they're gonna say. Yeah. Ratings grabbing is a profitable profession, no matter who you are. Good morning, Mama Blue. Wow,
and so
Coach
again,
says yes, some people are desensitized. We started with Cops long ago, and remember the show Cops? Yeah, I remember that was like really one of the first reality shows. They said like reality TV where it wasn't scripted. Cops was one of the first unscripted.
I don't know. And I mean, the thing is, because in another topic, I might be like, went too far. So you pick your vices. Okay. You know what I mean? Like you pick what you're gonna, because again, everybody has a line. Yeah. And when they cross your line, you say it like, yo, you crossed my line.
But you can't expect everybody to share your line. Is that kind of the takeaway? Like you have your boundary, you have your line, but enforcing that on other people, that's when we start getting into like some injustice and all of that stuff.
You see it in every aspect of your life. There's stuff that will build your relationship up and tear mine down.
Okay. Yeah. True. True. No, that's where your piece is, though. You just kind of made it because you get to choose. You get to decide.
It's your grace to give. Yeah,
that's it.
Nobody.
And if it ain't your thing, it ain't
don't
your thing.
Watch it. Yeah. Netflix got so many shows. You don't have to watch. And as a matter of fact, you don't even have to get Netflix. If you think that Netflix is going too far, you got Hulu. You got.
I remember they had a cancel Netflix moment. Yeah. So they definitely had that.
And Kevin, and you know, Kevin having a little rough year.
This year,
his wife done filed for divorce.
I thought he was already divorced. He got married again.
Yeah, I had 2 more children.
Okay, so I don't really follow like that.
Yeah, he married the girl he was cheating with.
Because Kevin Hart ain't the funniest to me either. Like I watch it, I laugh, but he ain't like nobody. I'd be like, oh, I gotta see this new Kevin Hart. Like I don't follow his comedy like that.
So okay, I follow. So when I watch it. I think a lot of comedians are hit and miss. Yeah, I seen.
Do you have somebody that like side split, like get you every time? That's really funny.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Nobody that get like they have moments. Yeah. But like Cat Williams' last comedy show, like I was like, okay,
all right, yeah,
okay, and I think you know what I mean. Like so.
No, I hear that.
That's like a cook. You go to a restaurant, you be like, oh, that's good, and then everybody have their off days.
That's true.
And really what that roast was about, saying that Kevin can't act, his comedy is stupid. Like everything everybody said.
That was Cat Williams' kind of, you know, premise for saying like, why is he so big when he's really not that funny?
And then he said Kevin took everything he said no to. Yeah. Kevin said yes.
But that's how it works in the real world. They used to tell us one man's trash is another man's treasure.
There you go.
And so we got a lot to talk about today.
Oh, we got a lot. So we got 1 minute. We're gonna talk about when your ex become your ex.
Yes. Is there an expiration date on the title of X? And we also got the AP budget. There's takeaways from the town hall, the Community Voices town hall. We're gonna talk about that. I got a What the People Say. We got Ask Qiana. So y'all make sure that y'all stick around.
And we got some other juicy topics too.
Yeah. So we'll be back, y'all. 7 minutes after the hour. Tag a friend. Tell them we up.
Hey everyone, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're unpacking exactly why 2026 is, without a doubt, the absolute most consequential year in St. Petersburg's modern history. We're looking at a definitively transformative 18-month window where foundational decisions on our leadership, our urban core, and climate resilience are all literally colliding at once. Honestly, I want you to picture the ultimate chaotic juggling act. Imagine a frantic resident trying to balance a massive baseball stadium, a swirling storm cloud, and a giant tax bill. Because, well, that's exactly what voters are facing right now. We aren't just picking a mayor this cycle. No, we are voting on the literal physical and financial future of the Sunshine City for the next 50 years. Okay, here's our quick roadmap for today. First, the 2026 St. Pete Crucible. Then, that billion-dollar baseball deal. Third, we'll hit the $600 million climate question. Fourth, taxes and municipal power. And finally, number 5, your actual 2026 action plan.
All right, let's jump right into part 1, the 2026 St. Pete Crucible. This is that definitively transformative 18-month window.
So, for residents, these are the absolute critical deadlines you need to circle on your calendar right now. Your window for shaping the city really kicks off with the candidate qualifying deadline on May 29th. From there, we're sprinting straight into the August 18th primary election. And if no one secures a clear majority, the whole thing culminates in the monumental November 3rd general election. These dates are the exact focal points where all these massive local issues are going to be decided. Looking at the board, we've got a pretty crowded executive contest. And just to be clear, we aren't endorsing anyone here, just neutrally looking at the options. We have incumbent Mayor Ken Welch, whose platform is deeply tied to his 86-acre redevelopment plan and a massive climate bond. But he's facing formidable challengers. You've got former Governor Charlie Crist, who obviously brings huge name recognition, and current City Council member Brandy Gabbard, who's been fiercely critical of exactly how infrastructure spending is being distributed across different districts. The political stakes for residents here? Yeah, they couldn't be higher.
Moving into part 2, the billion-dollar baseball deal. This is the historic gas plant versus the Tampa pitch.
Now, there is a fascinating dual-track race happening right now. In St. Pete, the city is actively selecting developers this May for the historic gas plant district. This is an 86-acre site that represents the largest redevelopment opportunity in the entire region, especially with the Tropicana Field lease expiring soon. But meanwhile, right across the bay, Tampa is debating a $2.3 billion ballpark proposal for the Rays over at the Hillsborough Community College campus, and they are racing toward a June 1st deadline for binding agreements. But the absolutely crucial point here is this staggering number, $1.065 billion. That's the proposed public contribution the Rays are asking for from Hillsborough County and the city of Tampa to make their new stadium a reality. It's a massive funding stack that relies heavily on tourist development taxes and community investment tax dollars. And as you might expect, it has sparked some fierce cross-party debate.
And this quote perfectly captures the exact tension voters and officials are wrestling with. Tampa City Council member Bill Carlson says he's fiscally conservative and wants to make sure public money is used wisely, but he also acknowledges the stadium would go in a place that could really use the development. It's kind of the ultimate municipal dilemma, right? Is it a billion-dollar public giveaway, or is it a transformative anchor for mixed-use development?
Okay, shifting gears to part 3, the $600 million climate question, also known as the St. Pete Agile Resilience Bond. Look, recent hurricanes like Helene and Milton completely exposed the vulnerabilities in St. Pete's aging infrastructure. Right now, the city uses a pay-as-you-go approach funded strictly by utility fees. The problem? That's going to take until 2050 to finish necessary upgrades, carrying a huge risk of inflation and delays. So officials are proposing a general obligation or GEO bond to front-load $600 million right now. This would accelerate 5 years of projects to harden the city's stormwater and sewer systems. Let's translate this massive bond directly to your kitchen table. If voters approve the bond, the cost gets distributed across property taxes, adding an estimated $96 annually per $100,000 of taxable property value. But if the bond fails and the city tries to accelerate these projects through the existing model, households could face a staggering $486 hike in their utility rates. But this definitely isn't an easy sell. Council member Mike Harding raises a really fascinating philosophical question. How do we go through that process of how resilient is too resilient? When you spend millions hardening one single water plant so it doesn't shut down for 12 hours, well, that's money you can't spend anywhere else. Plus, candidates like Brandy Gabbard are pointing out that these proposed projects aren't evenly distributed across the city's districts, so it's this massive debate over equity and economic timing.
All right, diving into part 4, taxes and municipal power. We're talking fiscal squeezes and the Duke Energy expiration.
While the city is considering taking on $600 million in bond debt, they are simultaneously facing a huge state-level threat. Looming state legislation, specifically House Bill 201, threatens to completely eliminate non-school property taxes on homesteaded properties. If that passes, St. Pete's revenue would plummet by $140 million. To put that in perspective, after paying for police and fire, the city would have barely anything left over to split among parks, recreation, and community enrichment.
And at the exact same time, the city's 30-year franchise agreement with Duke Energy expires in August 2026. Because of this, St. Pete is currently studying whether it's feasible to officially break up with Duke entirely and create its own municipal electric utility. Essentially, a city-owned public utility that provides electricity directly to residents to try and gain control over rates, grid resilience, and renewable energy goals. Okay, bringing it all home with Part 5, your 2026 action plan. Let's look at key deadlines and advocacy points. Your voice is absolutely the deciding factor in all of this. So, here's your action plan. Step 1, track the Community Benefits Advisory Council, or CBAC, committee selections this May, because they are going to advise on that massive gas plant district. Step 2, keep a close eye on Tampa's June 1st stadium deadline, as that will ripple across the entire Bay. And Step 3, definitely the most important, show up and vote in the August 18th primary and the November 3rd general election. With all these massive, definitive municipal forces colliding in this single 18-month window, the ultimate question is, how will you step up to shape the future of St. Petersburg? Between a redefined downtown, a $600 million climate bond, and looming state tax cuts, will it be a city crippled by fiscal austerity or a modernized, resilient hub of the Gulf Coast? The power is quite literally on your ballot. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. Keep asking questions, stay informed, and definitely get ready for 2026.
Quite shortly after a 2-day visit. One, as we've heard from a Chinese professor on the program, that seems to.
And we're back. We're back. We're back. Okay.
We're back.
Welcome to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
I'm your brother John.
And this is Qiana.
And this program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project of the Community Development and Training Center, aka CDAT.
CDAT.
And we'd like to thank y'all for tuning in, helping us to redefine what's cool, because smart is
the new
gangster.
Baby.
And if you don't know,
now you know. Now, before you play the thing,
okay,
right? I'm going to say this really quick. No, play that first.
Okay.
Play that first.
Yeah, because it might be.
The Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is an independently produced program. The views, opinions, and statements expressed by hosts, guests, or callers are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views, positions, or policies of Carafesta Radio, 99 Jams, its ownership, management, affiliates, sponsors, or partners.
Boom.
So what's on your mind?
Okay, so I was thinking about my coffee really quick, right?
Okay.
I like great customer service.
Okay, yes.
So I go.
Who doesn't?
Right.
That customer service was just too good. Said no one ever. Right?
Okay, so here we go. I go in the line and they see my name, right, pop up. So I say large coffee. They say, "Oh, we got it." When I get up there, they think it must be because it's two of us.
Okay.
Right. And we must come through all the time.
Okay,
and then I say, "So you got it away?" And I tell them, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
She said, "Oh, no. I thought you was the other one. I had it.
Okay.
But I added." She was like, "But I'll never forget again." So I said, "Okay." I rolled to the window. The one at the window got the other coffee.
Okay.
He said, "Oh, that's wrong. That ain't for her."
Ah.
Right?
Yeah.
And he was like, "No." And I appreciate that they know what I like. Good customer service. So kudos out there to the line. That's what I was thinking about.
And consistency. That's all.
It is.
Do it consistently.
Because I like the crazy part is I get the same order. I like when the manager make it because he make it right.
Okay.
Because some of them, I don't know what they be doing.
And it don't be.
No, I'll be like, you don't see my face sometimes. I taste this guy and I be like,
I have seen it. So we got a couple of relationship topics we're gonna talk about.
Yeah.
Let's start with this one first. There was a married couple.
Okay, go ahead.
They were married for 70 years.
Uh-huh.
And they died just hours apart. So a Tennessee couple who had been married for nearly 70 years passed away just hours apart from each other. Family members say the husband and the wife had spent a lifetime together, 70 years, raising a family, building memories, and remaining deeply connected all the way through their final days. And so what they were talking about is just how stories like this reflect what people call this deep emotional and spiritual connection, and how long-term couples sometimes experience what's known as broken heart effect. And after one partner passes, the other may begin to decline quickly. It really speaks to connection, routine, and shared life over the decades. So I just thought that was interesting. So in a time where, these relationships can seem temporary, to have a story of somebody who's been there literally until death do them part.
Because just think, if they've been together 70 years, they was together longer than they were separated.
Yeah. I think I might be in that space now.
Yeah, but so here we go. Yeah. I think that's so romantic.
Yeah, I'm in that space. Oh, to like that hours apart.
Yeah,
I saw another story where like I wonder if this is the same one. Where they was in the same bed, like like he died in the facility, and then or she died. One of them died in the facility. The other one got in the bed and then died shortly thereafter.
Time is up.
Yeah. You think you can choose when you die? Like you know what, that's it. I'm finna just natural cause this thing.
I think some people do. Like not like that. Yeah. I think that because people fight. Yeah. Like you see those people and
you can let go.
Like some people
there's a way to let go.
So if you believe what happens on the movies and stuff, you see the light, you see something, and they be like, come to the light. And some be like, I ain't ready. And then some people,
I might be one. I negotiate with the light.
You might, but 70 years from now,
I start looking like, okay, look. Let me see.
You and Sean together 70 years, so now you 90.
Yeah,
you're in the 90s.
That feels right.
And now your life partner say it's over.
Yeah.
What else are you gonna?
I don't want to. Like, here's the thing. I want to go first. I'll just say it that way. Call it selfish, whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
But I can't imagine.
So there you go.
I can't imagine what that would be like. And so, yeah. And she always tell me, you ain't going nowhere. So and
then Anthony said, you're not leaving me here with these kids.
That's what it really was about, right?
Somebody else said that, but like, no, I'm gonna go first. You're not leaving me here with these kids.
For real. All right, so that leads us into our next topic. So I did a what the people say.
Okay, go ahead.
And we talked about it a little bit. Matter of fact, it started in the parking lot.
So you did a what the people say about
it? We did a whole what the people say about our parking lot conversation. And we would like for y'all to chime in and let us know. I don't know why I turned blue. Okay, because I did something.
Okay.
All right, so the what the people say question is there an expiration date on the title X? Does the title, because I do see X as a title. All right. And so is there an expiration date on the title of X? Is what the
what did the people say?
The people said, the majority, yes. The majority of the people said yes. Most people say if you were never married and don't have children, eventually that person stops being an X and just becomes someone from your past. Common responses was X who? I don't know them people. And after enough time, they're just somebody I used to date. Many said marriage changes the meaning of the word X, making it more associated with ex-spouses than old relationships. Then there was another contingent, of course, the no's, and they said an X is always an X. So others argued that once someone held that role in your life, the title never really disappears. Once an X, always an X. History is history. And some felt that the title simply describes a past relationship, whether it still matters or not. Then there was another group that said it depends. These are conditions, right? A large group landed in the middle. If you share children, the title sticks, they said, because the connection continues. If the relationship was serious or long-term, people still consider them an X. Some said the title expires after marriage, time passing, or
I'm with Jab. Nope. If you hunched, you hunched.
That's just kind of it.
No, but you want
Jab. You know better though. Jab, you know better.
No,
you know better.
listen.
Can I just? It's Freestyle Friday.
Yeah, it's freestyle it. Go ahead.
I'm thinking too long on it, so I better not say it.
So let me tell you, everybody who hunched somebody don't mean that they was their ex. Okay, let me say that.
So that's what I was gonna say. Like,
okay. Yeah. So let me. But
you wasn't even in a relationship.
Listen.
I think the bare minimum you have to be in a relationship.
So an ex has to be. So to say that you were ex, y'all had to have a title.
Okay.
Like this
you had to go together.
You had to go together.
Yeah. Yeah. Hunching don't make you
go together.
Yeah. True. But okay.
But people change different titles. If you don't put a girlfriend, they say a situationship.
Okay, that's a new word though.
Yeah,
I remember growing up with some situationships.
Right, but people call it after because once you hunching on somebody so long, y'all something. You're something. I ain't say that. You're something. You're something.
I didn't realize this was gonna go here.
I didn't either.
Yes, King Jab, thank you, because you just took the thing.
I mean, but that doesn't necessarily make you an ex either.
Yeah,
like that doesn't make you a girlfriend. Yeah. Like that could have been like, oh yeah,
you're just cool.
Yeah,
you're
cool more than cool. Yeah. But that's how you so see, there you go.
Yeah,
it depends on what end of the relationship.
I wanted my wife to be here for this, but she had to work.
Okay, so
but I wanted her to be here because if she was here, then I feel more comfortable having this conversation.
But so here we go.
Especially where you took it.
But here we go. It depends on what end you are, because some people like really like that person and they want to claim and let people know that I was a part of this person's life.
That's when it became real for me. Thank you for bringing it back, because that's when it became real for me. Somebody from my past, somebody I was cool with back in the day, introduced themselves to somebody else as my ex.
And you said, I ain't got no ex.
Man, I don't have no exes. Like I say, your ex, and I'm like, I don't have an ex.
Yeah, but you dated them for 3 years.
In middle school.
But it was 3 years of your life.
In middle school. Me and my wife been together since I was 16, 17.
I know, y'all been together since y'all was 2.5.
So how I got an ex?
That 1 year that you was before you was with her?
It was about in 6th grade.
But see,
from 6th grade to like 7th grade.
But the fact that you could say
said we exit, like, no.
Y'all was, but I mean, you don't put... But that don't mean
boyfriend and girlfriend, we was cool back in the day. That's how I describe it.
Well, it don't matter.
Somebody I was cool with back in the day. But
however you describe it, you dated her.
Yeah.
You dated her.
But that don't make them an ex.
But just because they have an ex just because you're somebody's ex don't mean that you have significance.
So she might have been an ex in 8th grade.
But listen.
Might have even been an ex in 9th grade.
It doesn't
but by the time 30 years pass and I becomes a whole different person, like how you still an ex?
Because y'all dated.
No, man.
But that doesn't mean that they had any significance in their life. So you think because they have a title, that's just like, and people finna be.
He said, I'm a hush.
Okay, people might be mad at me about this too. Mm-hmm. Just because you have children with people don't mean that you hold power in their life too.
Okay.
Because people think that if you the baby daddy or the baby mama or you're the child's mother,
totally different thing. I'm talking about I'm talking about somebody who you didn't have kids with. Y'all got
but what I'm trying to say, just because you have a title don't mean that you hold any significance in it. Because in your mind, and I could be wrong, you're saying X because that gives them a little bit of power. Like
it gives you connection.
Right.
And we have no connection.
No, so that's your
X is a connection.
Right, but
we don't have a connection.
No more. And in your mind, you like it was irrelevant, but somebody else say, like
because X have a capital E on it. So that's like it has weight, right?
But it necessary and that's why I was going with the baby mama. You feel like because you say I have their child, it holds some weight. And then some people it don't hold no weight to them because y'all don't have no connection.
Again, but you do. You have a connection. The child is your connection.
No, the child is your own child. That don't mean you. Have you ever seen people?
Child connected y'all,
and so your history connected y'all too.
No, I ain't going with it. Let me go finish this chat. Let me go.
ain't gotta go with it.
Right? There we go.
But I bet you
thank you, sweetie. She says, morning. Some people just stuck in the past.
Yeah.
Move on. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
But move it just to say, just because
let it go.
But if you
was cool back in so if anybody out there who I used to go with,
he never go with you, it's over with.
No, we went together.
But you ain't no ex. You ain't no
we
ex.
ain't got no kids. Like none of that. Like
so how does that work? We went together, but you ain't no ex.
Because we just was cool back in the day.
No, we went together, but don't you put no ex on?
Because I don't deny that, we had
and so that's making them
but this was like Slick Rick teenage love.
It don't matter. But if you can say, if you can define,
it wasn't even like love for real. It was just like, I don't know what I'm trying to do here for real. I mean, I do know. Shout out to King Jack. But I'm saying, after 30 years, Q, with no kids, no other nothing.
I think people are putting too much power on the word.
That's why I don't use it.
That's it. Because listen, you don't want to be tied to nobody but Sean.
You better know it.
And you only want to be tied to my twin flame. Right. And I ain't mad. And you want me to tell you, when I get married, I want my husband to be like, who? What? I don't care if they dated 2 years before we got married. I ain't got no ex.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That time, I believe it does have an expiration.
I wonder, just because it doesn't have an expiration to say that it happens, but it doesn't have to have any power.
All right,
and that's all I'm saying.
And then I'm not Q. Tiffany says, to be an ex, I feel you need to have been in a committed relationship and not just someone you hooked up with from time to time. So do they call them sneaky links today? What do they call people who you just hook up with from time to time?
A situationship, but no, a situationship is a little bit more than a sneaky link. I think.
Yeah.
But see, I'm a little.
Somebody you hooking up with time to time ain't no complications.
But what's time to time? See, listen.
I mean, time to time, like you kind of,
So all right,
yeah,
y'all. Friends with benefits. I'll tell you.
Okay, that's the thing.
Okay, friends with benefits. Everybody, maybe not you, but everybody done had a lot of people, because we don't subscribe to all.
Sure.
I don't necessarily agree with it. Not saying that I'm never.
You don't agree with friends with benefits?
No.
What y'all think? Is it okay to have friends with benefits, y'all? Put it in the chat.
Friends with benefits usually is one person in the situation want more than the other person is willing to give. And so they settle for less, hoping that they will eventually get what they want.
You think so?
Yes.
You think that's what it is?
Eventually it happens like that. Yes. You never want to get more, so you with the friends with benefit, right?
I want my wife to be here with me when we talk about this kind of stuff. So,
Sean, I can't even have a real jam comment. I need to have a conversation with somebody.
She's my governor. She gonna let me know how far to go. But
no, this conversation ain't got necessarily to do with you.
Yeah, but no, I mean, because all I can talk about is my lived experience. You know
that's
what I mean?
That's not necessarily true.
Because
you have friends.
Yeah. And you got friends with benefits.
Right. And they done told you, and usually one person in that party wants more eventually.
Okay, so I just said I've been in a situation where that wasn't the case. Where it was like friends with benefits, and it was just clear like that it's just that.
Somebody hides their intentions.
Yeah. Again, this was before my wife.
Yeah, and so he was 2, y'all. He was 2. So really, they was gaga Google, and it don't even count.
And true story, I had somebody remind me of when we was 5. And I'm like, really?
No, that's
5.
Yeah, so that don't even 5. Yeah, that don't count.
You know what I mean? It was like, yeah, remember we got married when we was, little.
Okay. So it's Freestyle Friday.
I'm like, what?
Thank
you for letting the people know and remind them it is Freestyle Friday.
It's Freestyle Friday. We really just kind of going in. So you made another post and you asked, was you hating or telling the truth, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then
for the people who didn't see it.
Okay, go ahead.
So here's the story. So I was walking around the park, Child's Park. Somebody rode by on a bicycle, somebody I knew from back in the day. And he said, boy, what you out here walking for? You've been chubby all your life. And just kept riding.
Right.
Like he ain't pull up, like, he just was like, boy, you been chubby all your life.
And kept going.
And I was like, really?
So here we go. 2 things.
So my question was he hating?
2 things can be true at the same time.
I mean, yeah, I was chubby.
Right. So he told the truth.
Yeah. But
so I got something.
But I mean, like you see me like keep going, good job.
Yeah, people don't do that.
Man, what you doing?
Some people
what you doing?
That's just like this.
You've been that way all your life.
When people come to me and be like, girl, you don't gain weight. You don't think I know I gain weight? I put on my clothes every morning. I know what I do. Now, with the rebuttal, if I said, you got the same face.
You can do something about
I can do something about my weight.
But your face.
You can't do nothing about it.
mean,
now, would I be wrong?
I mean, they started it.
I'm just saying, would I be wrong?
If you
that's what came up to me when you said it, right?
But he was so smooth with it. I literally was speechless. There was nothing that I could say.
Right, and you just laughed it off and kept it moving.
I mean, it was funny. Again, we're talking about humor, but I was just like shocked. Because like out of all of the things that he could have said, that's what he said.
And some people don't take it.
And I was like, what?
Some people just want something to say. And so, yeah.
He got me though. He got me good. He got me. And so I've been waiting to see him again so we're going to have a roast.
We can have a roast.
I'm going to roast that joke.
And you know what? Because a lot of times
he's good people though. I mean,
I don't think you took it funny.
Like I said, I knew him all my life. And so I shouldn't have been surprised because of the way we relate. You know what I mean? Like we used to get down.
I'll tell you this: my mama and my biological daddy don't talk because my daddy said, "You done gained weight." My mama, she said, "What?" But right,
an observation,
and she ain't talked to him since.
Yeah,
right.
Because he said
she went off on him. What?
But that was an observation.
Oh well, but again, I just say this is I put on my clothes. You don't have to remind me if I gain weight or not, right?
Right.
And usually when there's arguments, like a lot of people go in and talk about weight. Weight ain't never bothered me. It ain't never stopped me. Because remember somebody said something to me.
Yeah.
Oh, like
never had a problem.
Never had. Because the one
you gotta
thing
be secure in yourself, though.
It really is. Because one thing
I had to grow to be that. Because I used to get teased because of my weight, and I guess maybe that's why when he said it, I was speechless because I had a moment with it. But after that, I was like, man, I'm Brother John.
And you got your weight.
I'm me.
And she like all the chubbiness.
Yeah.
She's like
I'm me. But there was a time before I became me where that like used to really hurt my feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like I really, and they used to tease me. I used to get picked on about it. You know, I'm short, I'm chubby.
Yeah.
I used to have husky, like my jeans. I remember my mom going to like get me some jeans, and I'd be like, I like those. And she was like, now, Sonny, you need a husky.
Yeah.
But I could never find the husky that looked like the other one. And then I'm short, so I gotta roll them up. I gotta cuff them.
I've always had
to get teased because of it. And so then when he said that,
it just kind of brought me back.
Just took me to a moment where it's like, oh, but I'm me though. I grew up to be me.
And that's how I feel.
But when I was growing up, that would have like took me out, man.
So yeah, I'm telling you right now. I
probably would have been cracking back or wanted to fight.
Right. So like calling me chubby, fat, that don't bother.
Like after, because I was like that. So that's a part of the sense of humor. Like, you know, growing up talking about roasting under that theme, when you getting roasted, because we got roasted all of the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I used to get roasted, you know, about my weight.
Yeah.
Being chubby, you know, my nose, like I got roasted all kind of ways, right? Clothes.
Yeah.
And so you develop thick skin. And I learned how to roast back. That was my defense. I would either roast back.
This is why comedy don't offend me. Because like I tell y'all, when my nephew was in elementary and he came home, we loaded him up.
Yeah.
Oh, we loaded him up.
Yeah.
Listen, say this. And
here's what happened. It was two things that happened. So after I started roasting back, then I had to fight. Because when I roast.
Right.
And
you started it.
Oh, that's what we doing? I'm roasting.
And you know,
and then people couldn't take it and they want to fight. So now we fighting. But it started with like you.
And you know, I have this rule is that once you throw the first punch, you can't tell nobody what to do when they retaliate. You can't say what's too far.
I used to take it too far.
Oh well.
Because I guess maybe I had all of that.
Like if somebody,
so like I'm going all the way up, and a fight come with it if needed.
If it has to be.
The people used to call it short man syndrome or whatever. It's just like,
well, it is what it is.
I ain't finna be trying me. I think that came around 6th grade, 6th, 7th grade. So I've heard that too. We got Anashia. Good morning. So late to this morning. We'll watch replay. No doubt. It was definitely a good, robust conversation. Question in the chat. Say you always riding a bike, no car yet. Yeah. And then Charlie Funk, shout out to my husky brethren. I didn't know what that meant until later. Like I had to wear husky. Tiff, I think he was just trying to be funny a little. Maybe trying to get under your skin to see if he could get a reaction out of it.
And to be honest,
he definitely was being funny because he's somebody who we used to roast.
Right.
We used to roast each other, and so that was par for the course with him. Now that you say that, it is bringing it back to me. Like it was. I know he didn't mean nothing by it, but it's again just in the moment because I hadn't seen him in a while. He cruised, so like out of all of the things, like man, I ain't seen you in.
But
years.
that's his only connection with you.
Yeah,
so listen,
because when you see somebody who you ain't seen in a while, you gonna catch up. Man,
but that's his only connection to you. So it goes back to our previous conversation.
Okay.
Oh, he used to be my ex.
Yeah,
that's the only connection that they have.
Like hang out. I mean, post up, did stuff together, but we always used to be like cracking on each other.
Yeah, I said it goes back to the ex situation.
It ain't the same.
Yeah, it is. It's the only connection that they have. Like Brain had one of the people.
But ain't no title. He just somebody who I grew up with back in the day. He ain't nobody who I like. How would I define that relationship?
I'm not gonna make you.
You cannot.
I'm saying
I've already decided.
No, listen. No, what I'm saying is, you see how he said chubby.
Yeah.
He been chubby. That was his only connection at that point.
Yeah.
So when you see somebody, you bring something familiar up.
Yeah. Okay. So now let's talk about that. It's Freestyle Friday.
Okay, go ahead.
What do you do when the only thing that you have in common with somebody is the things y'all used to do?
They used to be,
and they continue to, because at a certain point it's like, okay, but we got a lot of stuff we doing right now. Like, and a lot of my conversations and really most of my relationships, we're close because of some work that we're doing or something that we're doing together. And let's like family and everything. But like most of my friends, we all in this stage of my life, we either met working. And so the work is the thing that we share. And so there's people who I grew up with, we don't share that connection. Right. We share our old connection, what we used to do. And then at a certain point, after you run through all of the used to do's, it's like, well, what you up to now? And the things that we're up to now are so vastly different.
Yeah, and that's fine. That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. It's good.
But we don't spend a lot of time together because the orbits that we're in,
and that's fine.
No love lost, no hard feelings.
That's fine.
Like,
that's
we don't
life.
hang out every day because what I do on a day to day is not the same that you do every day.
And that's fine. That's life. Like I was just saying, so one of the people I call best friends, I speak to her probably less than I talk to anybody in the room.
Okay. But that's best friend.
Yeah, like we've been best friends since our 9th grade year in high school. If she called me right now, I'm coming.
I was just thinking that. Yeah, same thing. As I'm thinking about this, if they call, I'm coming. And to
tell you,
we don't hang out every day.
Our lives are 100% different. Like what I do on a regular day basis, and everything that I juggle, and the things that she do, they don't connect. Like like we don't have that connection where we can go and do all that stuff. But that doesn't.
I'll tell you the trip about it. I remember the whole growth stage, right? As you hanging out and you kind of like. I remember I was making my change and my transition, and so the things sound like a song. The things I used to do, I don't do no more.
Right.
But as I was making those changes and people would come around, it's like, no, I'm good. I don't do that no more. As I was changing, I started seeing people change too.
Yeah.
Right. And that was hard. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, dang, like that was all that was. Like I thought we was closer than that.
Yeah.
But it was only this exchange, you know what I'm saying? And then I grew later to be like, okay, well, that's why people hang out, because you hang with people who you got things in common with. And if the thing that you have in common with them is no longer something that you're into, you probably not gonna hang out every day. I had to like get to a space. I'm like, why so-and-so don't come around no more? And it's probably because I'm always talking about the Quran and the black man and how we need to, eat better and do right. And it's
they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that.
I'm like, this me.
They don't want to hear that.
I've been saying that though.
They
but now I'm like
want...
for real with it. Because if you know me, I always was like kind of had a little sense.
So you
know what I'm saying? And
you was the
I
one.
always talk with a little bit of sense, but now I'm like really trying to live this
you
life.
Was the Muslim brother from Minister Society.
I kind of remember, but not exactly, because I was a different kind of Muslim brother.
I'm just saying, no. You know, he was.
You would get it, but I wasn't like trying to make you, do what I was doing. I was just share. I was just so excited, about what I was learning that I wanted everybody to know.
You know,
but I'm not trying to like. I wouldn't judge you, but then that's what happened. So here's another part of what happened was as I was making my change, a lot of times, even with my family, like they didn't know how to act around me. And I'm like, what y'all doing? Like, why? Like, because I don't know what that was, but it's like they don't know.
Sometimes it's the
and it was like, and I look again later. It was like, okay, it's respect. I get it.
It's respect, or it's a comfortability thing too.
When some people don't say it, they was like, nah, because I'd be like, man, y'all tripping. Like, they was like, nah, bro, we just respect that. And I'm like, I get it, but like man, I don't want y'all to be uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Now, of course, I have my lines, my boundaries, but I'm not trying to like. Be like a party pooper or wet blanket. Like I still like to have a good time. That's what my birthday was like. I still like to have a good time.
Yeah, people don't see that part of brother.
I still like to have I'm still me.
Like my brother Todd, he tell me like, don't leave. I'm a pastor.
Okay.
He don't tell nobody.
Because it changed the way people engage.
And he wants people to be their authentic self when they come around, because he's one of the people that don't judge. Like, you just because I don't mean that.
Yeah, that's true. I do remember one time. I do got a cousin. I remember we went to Leesburg, right? And so, we going to see all of the cousins, picking people up. So I'm with my one cousin. He on the respect thing, big. Mm-hmm. Go get my other cousin. He get in the car. He got his beer in his hand. He popped the top and just like to the head, right?
Yeah. Oh.
And he did that. He was like, and he told me, he was like, cuz, I'm just doing this so that man, I ain't on that stuff. And I'm like, you didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, just if you're gonna do what you do what you do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because what you eat don't move my bowels.
I know.
You did, but it was like,
it is what
like you're gonna show me that you're gonna hurt yourself to show me how much you not on what I'm on.
It's okay. So again, this is Freestyle Friday, y'all. Look, because
seasons change, people change. Be all right with it. Yeah.
We had a whole bunch because so after the show, y'all, just to kind of tell you what some of these topics are, we always debrief after the show, and then it goes into some other topics, and then it's topics that we don't get to. Like when we were talking about the ex, that kind of came up, and even in that, like, what exes can people date? We kind of remember we was talking about like.
So continue that conversation. So earlier, if you missed it, you just.
But we don't even have to tap because we do have some other subjects that we.
But that's a good question though, right? Because we talked about that and we did say that we was going to discuss it today. So I want to honor that in the time that we have. So one of the other questions was like, after you've dated somebody, is it okay for your friends to date them? And is it some people who you like no, like some people it's okay for them to date them, and then some people it's not okay?
I think so. I think if you know, you know.
If you know that you shouldn't.
Like, so I think my friends, my true friends, know how I feel about people.
Okay.
Right. And then they'll be like, yeah, that's off limits.
Okay, right? Gotcha.
But I do think there is an expiration date.
On how long the friend can no longer,
because I'm also one of the people, if I no longer feel like a connection and I know that we're not gonna work, who am I to stand in the place for real love? Like, we live in St. Pete.
Okay.
Everybody know everybody. Everybody done swap some exes and boom, 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 and then
we don't subscribe to all.
You have, but because you don't count.
That's true.
But you don't count. But a lot of people, yes, 2.5. But so
So yeah, I mean it's inevitable, right?
You're gonna,
especially the older you get.
The older you get, and are you supposed? So you say you don't have exes, right?
No.
So if I dated you in high school and now I done been out of high school, how long?
30 years.
Right. Yeah. So now I'm still holding weight to that.
You want the friend to not date that person that you dated in high school
30 years ago. That don't make no sense to me.
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
What, like,
yeah.
Why not? Yeah. Like if At that point, the expiration has added, so they're no longer.
So you see,
I'm talking to you. The expiration date is the expiration, because most people said that there's an expiration date for exes, right?
Yeah.
So then you cannot hold people to that same standard.
Okay.
And I do think time plays. I think time plays a factor in that.
So as long as they're an ex, they can't be dated, but when they no longer become an ex,
no, because sometimes
then it's like, okay, fair game, because now you're just somebody I was cool with back in the day.
And to be honest, let me tell you,
because that's how I describe it. You're somebody who I was cool with back in the day.
So here we go. They don't necessarily have to be an ex for them to have meant something to you and your friends. That's why I say, if you know, you know.
Yeah.
So the people who know, and anybody else is kind of fair game because you didn't know.
Yeah.
I only would get upset for the people that
really know and then still move forward.
Right. Then now we might have a little friction.
That's sending all kind of questions through your mind.
And that's just me.
I hear that.
That's just me. But again, I'm not one of them people who feel like I need to step in somebody's way to stop true love, especially if I know I ain't circling back. There's no chance that it's going boom, boom. Like,
you making me feel so good right now. I just feel so free. I'm so free. I feel so free because a lot of that stuff I have no even thought about.
To be honest, I'm like, go.
Yeah. It's such a blessing. It's such a blessing, man.
I'm like, go ahead.
I have no thoughts about none of that stuff, man. And it's a lot of people who are having those considerations. So thank God.
Could you be mad for no reason? Okay, so we're gonna move on. But I think people who have a grudge still from like, oh, we fought in middle school and you still don't like somebody from there. Grow up.
From a middle school fight.
A high school fight too. Grow up.
Yeah.
Grow up.
Dang, Sean, this is the day you should have been here. But you had to work. I told you. So in other news, y'all, we're going to talk about this Community Voices Town Hall.
Okay, go ahead.
Because the Community Voices Town Hall was on Monday. We talked about it a little bit.
Was it Tuesday?
Tuesday, thank you. This week is moving quick. Lots been happening. And so, Tuesday, thank you. Let me just get this here so that I can have this recap. And one of the things that people were saying in that town hall, so it was the first of a series of Community Voices Town Hall. It brought together residents, organizers, stakeholders, and community leaders for a powerful conversation about the future of St. Petersburg, especially South St. Pete and the historic gas plant. And one of the things that became clear right out of the gate was that people were there because they want to be heard, they want transparency, and people want development that benefits existing residents, not displacing them, disguised as progress. So one of the major themes that came up, and it seems to be coming up in like a lot of the surveys that we've been doing, is affordable housing. Residents have been expressing concerns about rising costs, temporary affordability programs, and rapid development that's pushing longtime residents out of the community. And affordable housing, right? These conversations around affordability, oftentimes they don't include jobs and wages, because and thank you, UB. I know this one of UB stomp down talking points, man. If you, how did you say it last night, UB? If you make zero, you can afford zero.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you make one, you can afford one. You know what I mean? And so if the price of the thing is one and you make zero, guess what? You're not going to be able to afford it. And so we got to start looking at what people are making in order to, when we have this conversation, to balance this equation, because you can't build your way out of an affordability crisis, in my humble opinion. Which led to the second thing that people were talking about in the conversation was workforce development and local hiring. That was a strong thing that people were supportive of. Apprenticeship programs, workforce pipelines, they talked about, and some speakers even talked about starting career pathways as early as elementary school so that people know beforehand what they want to be, not only know what they want to be when they grow up, but they're learning and developing the skills that they need in order to become that when they do grow up.
I 100% subscribe to that.
Yeah.
Like, as parents, I think you pay attention to your children and see what they're interested in and then start to pour into them.
Yeah, again,
right.
Blessed. My mama did that.
Right.
Yeah.
And people,
in her way, but
but some people don't understand that. Like, I knew Qiana was
and I give credit to her for that.
Yeah.
Because if she wouldn't have told me early what my purpose was and what I was born to be, there's no telling where I would have ended up. Because knowing what I knew about myself, when I was in certain situations, I knew that I was not supposed to be there. Like, I'm like,
it's how you pour into your children.
Because I knew that wasn't me. I knew that wasn't where I was supposed to be. But I'm, like, that's just kind of the environment, right? That's what we're doing. That's how we're doing it. But I always knew. And then later on, I tell the story all the time. Now that we grown, they always say, yeah, you were never really like us. You always was different.
And so it's how you
was like us, but you wasn't.
It's how you pour into your children.
Yeah.
So there's a crossroad. Either you're going to take what they say and go this way, or take it and go this way.
Yeah.
Right. It's so once you realize, and I think God is so good because he give you parents that's supposed to help mold you.
Right.
And as a parent, like, there's no real book, like, right or wrong.
Yeah.
It's some wrong way.
Ooh.
But like, when you look at it, you try to mold the best way you can with the tools that you have.
So that's true. You mold what you can with the tools that you have. But here's the again, y'all have heard me say this before, the science of procreation, right? When we talking about producing children, a lot of times the intentionality is not there. Like, we're not entering into this action to produce a child. It's just like, oh, that's just a consequence of what we were trying to do. Like, there's not a whole lot of real planned parenthood
at a young age.
No, particularly in, really all communities. It ain't just our communities. No. You know what I mean? And so, but here's the thing: once you start understanding the power that we have, you call it a seed. What farmer is planting a seed and you don't know what that seed is going to be when it grow up?
Right. But
that's the injustice that we do to our children. You plant your seed in a garden, and then you wait for the seed to get 3 years old and say, well, what you going to be when you grow up?
This is what
you have no idea.
But so what you do, so at 3, right? You think of once you start to see what they're interested. So I'll say this.
Yeah.
This is lived experience. I knew Cheyenne was going to be a singer.
That's why she's a singer.
Before she got here.
That's what I'm saying.
So, like, I tell people 99 points.
So what if more people like you said, I know this child's going to be a doctor. I know this child's going to be a lawyer. I know that, but you knew it while you were carrying her.
And now 99.9%
you can come see her on Sunday, right?
Right. And I tell y'all right now is that, like, I think I got like 1 VIP ticket left.
Yeah.
All VIP tickets are sold out.
Yeah.
No. If you listen, don't call me, don't text me, don't inbox.
If you ain't get them, you ain't got them. The point.
But get your ticket now.
You knew
your regular ticket.
What she was going to be when she grew up.
And once I knew,
that's amazing. As you think about the blessing for you and the blessing for the child, because now you don't have to figure out what you're going to be. You know that's what you're going to do.
And so people think that, like, some people can criticize, right?
Of course, anything.
So when you look at it, I pour in, and then I start to direct her life.
Yeah,
that way from day one.
Right.
So she came out singing, like she started singing at 2, performing at 3, like 4, like, boom, boom.
Do you hear what you're saying? The seed was planted.
Yes.
And when the seed touched the soil, you watered the seed.
Yes.
And the seed grew up to be what you knew it was going to be. We don't have that type of intentionality with the way we go into producing and creating children. And that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, we don't.
Let's talk to our children now.
Before they get here.
About, like, okay, knowing that once you produce, there's an opportunity there.
Yeah.
Right. Like, look at all of these problems in the world, and you say, okay, what problem can we produce a child to solve?
Yeah.
Right. And then let us make man. That's what the Bible said, right? Let us make man. Mom and daddy get together and say, let us make a man.
So
and that man,
who I just thought about?
Cure cancer.
Brother Donnie and Crystal.
Yeah.
Extremely intelligent, smart.
Boom.
And look at their children.
They understand the science. They understand the science. We went to the same classroom,
right?
But he grew up in the classroom. I just got there later. Yeah. He understands the science. Shout out to Professor Mack and his family.
Right. And so this was when you say,
let me bring this back to this town hall.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry, we couldn't get into parenting.
We did because one of the things that people talked about was workforce development. It's Freestyle Friday, and they were talking about this career to cradle pipeline is something that we like to see. And then there were several other topics that were discussed. The conversation is going to continue. There's a community voices planning meeting that's happening on next Wednesday, May 20th, 6 p.m. It's online. And I thought I had a link that I can put in the chat. I do. So if you'd like to register, there's also residents are being encouraged to complete a survey. It's a quick 2-minute survey. It'll help us identify priorities, concerns, and recommendations for the future. And so please make sure that you complete the survey. We're going to put the link in the chat. And shout out to Mr. Edmond for the work that he's doing to continue this organizing and this work that's happening. So yeah, but that was the Community Voices Town Hall. I think I got an Ask Qiana.
Go ahead. Let's
Matter
do
of fact, I do have an Ask Qiana.
Let's ask it.
Ask Qiana. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, we got a thing for Ask Qiana. Y'all ready?
Ask Qiana is brought to you by the One Community Grocery Co-op. We're getting closer and closer to our goal of 300 founding member owners and bringing a community-owned grocery store right here to St. Pete. This isn't just about groceries. It's about ownership, access, and investing in ourselves. You can become a founding member owner today at www.ocgc.coop. One Community Grocery Co-op, building something for the community, by the community. Tap in.
All right, so Qiana.
Okay.
Good morning. I'm a married black working mom of 4, 2 boys, 10 and 13, and 2 girls, 5 and 8. My husband is extremely tough on our boys and says I baby them anytime I show affection or softness. But when it comes to our girls, he's much gentler and feels I'm too hard on them when I discipline them. We constantly clash over this. Am I wrong for wanting all of our kids to be loved, disciplined, and held accountable equally, regardless of gender, especially knowing the realities of our black children will face in the world?
I think y'all both doing the same thing. You a woman and you know what they need. And he's a man and he's preparing them for what they need on the men. But also y'all are giving balance. And when you realize that there's balance in that household, y'all will stop arguing. Because when he disciplines,
a 2-parent household,
if it's done right. So when he does do it, they still do need the comfort of the femininity to come in and let them know that it's okay. There's the harshness sometimes that you need so that you can withstand the stuff that life is going to give you. But you also need to know that you have a safe place to come to when it is too hard. You have a place that you can cry when you can break down them walls. So both of y'all at this point need to sit down and be like, we're doing a great job. Like, I'm hard on my girls because I know what they need to do, but they need to also know that when they find their husband, they need to be their dad. Their dad need to be able to tell them, I got you. It's okay. Like, you don't got to pick up garbage because I got you. And that's what you want. And your men, because boys are told that they're not supposed to cry. They got to suck it up. They got to be hard. But you need to let them know there's a balance. When you out there, you put on that face. But when you walk through those doors, you no longer have to be angry. You're no longer fighting the world.
That's right.
You know, like you take your garment, you take all of that, their armor and everything off when you walk through that house. And if you feel like crying, soon as you step across that threshold, you know that your lady, your mama got you. And that don't make you less of a man.
I hear that. All right. So I agree with you, Q. I think it's classic, right? I mean, they say unalike attracts and likes repels. And so the women in the household, she harder on the girls. Right. And the man harder on the boys. And you're right. I do think that provides balance. And that's the benefit and one of the beauties of having that 2-parent household. So you can have that type of balanced experience. And so, I don't think it's something that you should clash over. I think it's something you should embrace, really understanding, like,
because y'all doing the same thing. Y'all arguing about this. If you sit back, you said
you too hard on them boys, and then she too hard on the girls.
And then she said she won't balance across the board, but yet she say
you got it already. You've already got what you're asking for.
You just don't realize it. You know how like something's right in front of your face. You let them do, because sometimes and then if y'all disagree behind closed doors. Like, I really think you was a little too harsh on them on that. And
that's right.
You know, and it
don't have to be a clash.
It doesn't. And
it can be a conversation.
It can be a conversation later on. And then again, like, no, I got to be hard on them because if I'm not, society is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, go ahead and do what you need. Like after I do that.
You know what? I experienced that with my grandsons and my wife. I experienced that too. I experienced that. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Cause you
these boys.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And when I'm on him,
yeah.
Let me handle this.
Right.
I got it. I know how, you know what I mean? Don't if I ask him a question, don't you come in and answer it. Yeah. I'm talking to him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I want to hear from him, not from you.
It's so funny you just said that. This ain't my niece just graduated, right?
Yes.
Right.
Congratulations.
So, right. So she just graduated and she got like her first real boyfriend. Right. 22.
No exes.
No exes.
First real
boyfriend. Yeah. And she did. So
yeah.
I said, I looked at him. I said, "Are you always this quiet?" And she answered. I said, "Hey."
You have it.
And you know what I said? I said, "I'm not talking to you. Did I look at you? I think I was talking to him. He can answer, you know." And she was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
You know. So again,
that's a mom thing, and it's like a.
So the balance thing, and so again, you gotta have both, and sometimes it goes too far.
Of course.
You know what? And then,
you do too much of is not good.
But again, you say whatever to your grandsons, let them do whatever, and then your wife go give them a snack and say, "Baby, Papa, I had to tell you that." You know what I mean? But
yeah, we got that part figured. But it was just interesting because that is a part of the beauty of the both parts of it. So there's a lot happening this weekend, and we got 5 minutes. I want to run through these announcements. But thank you for the letter. Thank you for the support. Again, if you'd like to join, you can go to ocgc.coop. Trust me, everything that you need to sign up is there. ocgc.coop. Just go there and you'll be able to find your way. It's very easy to sign up and become a founding member owner of the One Community Grocery Co-op. All right, so first thing I want to talk about with the announcements, and then y'all can put them in the chat too if you know, because there's a lot of things that are happening, a lot of things going on this weekend. And so we're going to start with tomorrow morning. The Fusion 49th District is doing a cleanup. So you can start your Saturday morning by giving back to the community. Fusion 49th is inviting residents, businesses, and volunteers to come out to the 49th Street corridor. That's at 9 a.m. from 9 a.m. to 12 at Trolley Market Square. That's 18th Avenue and 49th Street, where that big welcome to Gulfport sign is.
Yes.
That's where the meetup will be. And so come on out. There'll be everything that you need will be provided. Just wear some comfortable shoes. You're going to be out doing some cleaning up. And so come out, help. The thing about the cleanups that I really like is you have an immediate impact. Like you can do a before picture, do your thing, come back, take an after picture, and you can see the product of your effort in a few hours. And so come out, join us if you're into that kind of thing. Then there's the Courage Code. There's teens taking control. The young people and families are invited to the Courage Code. It's a free youth empowerment event that's focused on confidence, cyberbullying awareness, mental health, and positive decision making. There will be food, raffles, giveaways, resources, and real conversations to help teens handle the pressure of being online and in real life. That's tomorrow at 11 o'clock at Mount Zion Progressive Missionary Baptist Church. And then next week, the Childs Park Neighborhood Association monthly meeting. We're inviting people to come out. Y'all know we do that the third Tuesday of every month. And this month, we're going to have the Storm Squad come in, and we're going to be providing information and really starting to get people thinking about hurricane season. And so really starting to have conversations about how you prepare, connecting with residents who may have barriers to preparing. A lot of times we tell people to get ready for the storms, but if you don't have income, you barely can pay your bills now. We telling you to buy some food and don't eat it because you might need to eat it later. Yeah. We understand that that's a reality for a lot of people. You barely eating tonight, and you want me to not eat the food that's right there because a storm may be coming. I get it. So we want to be able to provide some tips, tools, and ways that you can still build your survival kit. And then also making sure that we're organizing these types of resources for our community for those who don't have the disposable income to truly properly prepare. And then next Friday, we're doing a Know Your Rights workshop. So returning citizens, their families, and community members, you're invited to a powerful Know Your Rights workshop that'll be focused on restoration, voter registration assistance for those who are eligible, and second chances. During the workshop, we will also be providing support for those who really helping you apply to have your fees and fines paid, because the Florida Rights Restoration Coalition, they raise money to be able to help people to pay their fees and fines. And so we'll be helping you to apply to get that done. That'll be Friday, May 22nd, from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Dominion Worship Center.
Please, if y'all know anybody who's been in prison, got some felonies, and have not voted.
Yeah.
Or just got fees that's out of the yin yang and want some relief on it, just so that you feel free.
Right.
Right.
So that you feel free.
Right.
Yeah, get rid of a little debt. Nothing make you feel freer than paying off an old debt.
No,
yeah.
Because you get that text message, the call, the credit, all that.
Yeah.
You do not have that no
they
more.
Go slick with it now.
Yeah, they very slick with it. So yeah, that's a good thing. And then he went through that. So this Sunday, Sunday, here we go. Okay, before I say that, so Saturday's Speakeasy at Culture Creative.
Okay.
There's still something going on at Culture Creative. So
Love it.
Come in, there's tickets to purchase there. And it is different for this Speakeasy. It's an open mic this time.
Okay.
So usually they only have the speakers that they already signed up or booked for the event. There is limited space, and I don't know if it's already booked or not, for you to get out there and say your poetry or get out there and do your thing. So this is going to be the first Speakeasy where you are allowed to get up there and do a freestyle.
So it's like open mic?
Yeah. They do have some artists that's already scheduled.
Okay, but there's a space for open mic. Yeah.
So come in. Now, if you're looking on Sunday night, it starts at doors open at 8. If you looking for just a great time and you want to relax, chill, grown and sexy, you don't have to dress up like red carpet, but just grown and sexy, a good night out with your girlfriends, your homeboys, or a couple. Get your tickets for the listening room. It's limited, because you've been to Culture Creative, so we're not packing. We want to give you this experience out Cheyenne's mind, so she finna bring the house down.
Right.
All right, so y'all come on out.
Absolutely. Well, it's 9:00, and I do, Miss Teresa, I see your comment. We'll talk about it on Monday for Motivational Monday, but I think that's a great point that you made, and I want to address it. We just ran out of time this morning. I just saw it. So again, thank y'all, man. It's been an amazing ride. Freestyle Friday, another one in the books. Y'all be safe. Have a great weekend.
Stay tuned.
Sister Hughes.
Lose your shoes.
Shout all around the house. It's been the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
And this is Qiana.
And we out.
Baby.